Welcome to Flashback Friday, a special edition of the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Chrisy and Kerry.
Hello, junkies. I'm Kerry.
And I'm Chrisy.
Happy New Year!
Wait a minute. Please.
Well, this is our Flashback Friday episode, and we are flashing back to our episode 9, I believe, which was our New Year's Day episode.
Right.
And I thought I was being so witty, saying Happy New Year, because I thought I was quoting a TV show, and here it was Happy Birthday I should have been saying, but...
Oh, gosh, yeah. That's right.
I remember that now.
Right.
Well, you'll hear all about that later on as the episode continues. Chrisy and I were talking about New Year's, and Chrisy brought up a really good point about the best, most exciting New Year's ever.
Yeah, if
New
you
Year's
were
Eve.
alive during this historical event in our lives, especially people our age, because in general, I don't like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And New Year's Day is just like, ugh, and then the holidays are over, taking all the stuff down type of thing. I thought back to one New Year's that I think was just like sit on the edge of your seat, exciting.
Yes.
And that was 1999 to 2000.
Yeah.
Outside the fact that we had been planning for that for so long because of the Prince song.
What they call that, Y2K?
Yes.
Yes.
And we...
All the computers were going to quit working.
Everything was going to crash.
Everything was going to crash. People were basically doomsday planning because there was going to be no way to be able to. People were taking their money out of their accounts because you weren't going to be able to use your ATMs or get anything from the bank. Everybody thought that the computers were going to think instead of it being 2000, that it was 1900, and then no technology would be recognized. We would be back to 1900 again. And we were like, man, this sounds like a party and a half. And it was unfortunately the biggest disappointment.
Truly was.
How dare we be so prepped that nothing really came of it? That was really unfortunate.
So where were you that night?
You know, we were talking about it a little bit, and I know where I was living at the time. I didn't have children yet, and I don't remember going anywhere because, like I said, we generally stayed, either we went to friends and stuff like that for house parties, or we maybe had people over. So I'm guessing maybe we had people over. I'm sure I had sauerkraut and kielbasa somewhere.
Ruin in the background.
The threat
Stinking
of
up the house.
Yeah, the threat of 1999 and 2000 happening did not stop the sauerkraut play. But yeah, I wish I would have taken pictures or somehow made a better mental memory of what was going on.
Yeah.
I just do remember a lot of the hubbub prior to that date and how they were really trying to basically prep us for the absolute worst case scenario.
For the end of the world almost.
Pretty much.
That's what. I was working in Las Vegas. I had just moved there in 1999, and I was working at one of the major hotels, and my job at the time was raising lions that were on display at this major hotel. We would have lions on display in this big exhibit in the hotel. We'd have baby lions with us. And so I remember I was working that night with the lions, and normally we were on display until about 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Because the Las Vegas Strip is kind of like Times Square, on New Year's Eve, they shut the entire strip down, and it's, all foot traffic, and there's it literally is like Times Square, except the entire strip of Las Vegas. Because of that, we had to be out of there by like 5 o'clock instead of our normal 10 because they were shutting all the roads down.
Right.
And we just knew that we had to make sure we were out of there because not only were they shutting down for New Year's Eve, but because of all this mayhem and everything is, what's going to happen and everything. So I just remember scrambling to get off of the strip and home before mayhem happened. Right. And so I will never forget that. So in fact, one of the kind of funny things that happened was
This sounds good.
I could be wrong, but something tells me I think I'm right. So we would back this box truck up to this roll-up door, and we had the lions in a cage, a rolling cage, and we would roll them into this back area that had a double door catch cage that led them out to this exhibit. Something happened that night where somebody left another door open and we didn't catch it. And so one of the lions actually, we loaded it into that area and we went to the truck to get the second one. And next thing you know, there was this lion behind us. And now the door is open. Like the box truck didn't fit securely. There was gaps, is what I'm saying. And I just remember the guy was working with like grabbing this lion that was as big as him.
Oh my God.
We're thinking like, oh my God, we're going to lose our jobs. What if this cat gets out on the strip, you know? And I just remember, thank God this lion was so good. And so we got it back in and we kept that quiet, and I'm breaking the silence now, but I feel like the timeline.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, the statute of limitations right now. But something tells me it was that same night. But I could be maybe I'm getting my dates wrong, but yeah.
I'm getting like a Jurassic Park vibe. Like, remember when they were there and like the electricity went down because of some typhoon that was happening, and like all of a sudden, whoops, we can't contain the T-Rex anymore.
Yeah.
Every man for himself.
I feel like it was somehow all on the same night because I remember thinking like, oh my God, this is how our night's starting. And you know, you're like it was like
you thought it was going to be
a premonition of the night to
what
come.
was to come.
Yes.
Oh,
but,
gosh.
But anyways, other than that, the night went fine and we got home fine, and I got home to my house and because I was not going out on I think I had done the strip the year afterwards. Yeah, that night I was like, not going out there.
Right.
But
I don't blame you. Well, but the anxiety that we were given.
Yeah.
And you can be nostalgic for a lot of things, and life experiences. I don't know that this makes any sense to anybody, but I'm a little nostalgic for the amount of anxiety and fear they installed. Maybe because I'm past it now and I know nothing happened. But boy, I tell you, they were pumping. They gave us all the scenarios as to what could go wrong. I think it was probably just to help boost certain industries. Yeah. I think that's probably where we got those like doomsday buckets.
Yes.
And how people, and help the food industry out. Everybody was like basically stocking up on canned goods and water.
It was preparing us for COVID.
Minus the masks and the social distancing.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Exactly. Yeah. But that is true. And I think for me, I remember it even being such a big thing because I was living in such a major town, it's such a major city, and with the amount of people and just, the nature of the city and everything, it was more amplified than I'm sure how it was here in this Youngstown area. So,
well, yeah. Plus, they basically told you every horrible thing that had happened in the last 50 years or 100 years was going to happen again. We were going to have plague, famine. We were going to have nuclear war. Right. This was going to be our enemies taking advantage of our weakness. Our guard was down, the Return of the Living Dead was going to happen. We were going to have zombies before the zombie thing was like really a big deal. We were going to have it all.
Yes. So anyways, that leads us into our Flashback Friday episode where we're going to revisit New Year's Day episodes. So please sit back and enjoy.
Have a great time, everybody. Duck and cover.
Duck and cover. Well, hello, junkies. Happy New Year. I don't know if you know what I'm referencing. Happy New Year.
Is it my favorite?
Frosty.
Oh. Well, he always said happy birthday.
Oh, he said, I ruined it. I totally ruined it.
You tried to slide that by me? Oh. I'm like, happy New Year.
I thought he was saying happy New Year. No, you're right. He did say happy birthday.
He was totally nowhere near.
I'm the Kerry dumbass in that one. Going back to episode one.
You were referencing what I'm going to get into in a little while, the Rudolph Shiny New Year.
Oh, is that where they talk about Happy New Year?
Because they just say it in
there.
Okay. But by the way, I'm Chrisy.
And I'm Carrie.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Oh, I thought it was being all witty. Yeah,
you were witty.
Yeah, no, I really wasn't. I failed.
You can't, you can't get those by me because, again, I had no life. And I got all that crap kind of memorized.
It's the new year, 2025. Oh, my gosh. Do you do New Year's resolutions?
No.
None?
What?
Never?
No, I don't. I can't think of anything. But, I mean, be nicer to people? No. Don't eat all that junk food? No. No.
No.
How about you?
I've dabbled in it. It's usually the same list, lose weight, do whatever,
Oh, the lose weight thing.
Yeah.
I used to do that. Every year.
Yeah.
Started my diet season.
Yes. Right.
Horrible.
Right. Never works, So
No,
bought so many gym memberships on January 2nd. I couldn't even tell you, but no.
Yeah, no. All it did was create bigger problems.
But I have a surprise for you.
I need to hear this surprise.
So I have decided, in honor of our friendship and how we met. Remember how we met?
I do.
Do you want to refresh our junkies out there who may not have listened yet to episode 1, how we met?
We met in high school, our sophomore year, because I didn't go to our high school my freshman year, in gym class.
Yes.
And you scolded me quite harshly because wasn't running.
Right.
We were supposed to be running.
Right.
And the whole class was going to get punished if I didn't pick up the pace.
Yeah. And I really wasn't a runner, and I was in a lot of pain and because I was trying to, do what the teacher said, follow the rules. So anyways, since that time in my life, I have dabbled in running. And how this started was when my son went to high school, one of the first girls that he started to like was in cross country. So we were living out in Las Vegas, and he was like, I want to go to her cross country meet. Well, her cross country meet was Mount Charleston, which is about 40 minutes outside Las Vegas. And so we went up there to this mountain, to this cross country race, and we were watching these kids race a 3.15K up this mountain. And so we went up there, and it was the first time I've ever was exposed to like a running group or a running race or a club. And I was actually really enthralled by all these people, and they were running and they were having such a good time. And there was so much camaraderie and support and love. And what did it for me was there was this like 80-year-old lady, and I've been trying to remember her name. And for the life of me, I've not been able to remember it. But she was running up this mountain, perfect hair, just came from the salon, the blue hair, perfectly permed, cut. And now, mind you, she was running, but it was really like a slow walk, but with running movements.
Awesome. My favorite.
Yeah. I mean, she was going up this mountain. It was quite the incline, but she did this 3.1 race all the way up this mountain. And I was so impressed by her. And I'm like, oh my God, if that 80-year-old lady can run up this mountain, I should be able to do that. So I started running. Now, mind you, I am not fast. I still get that stitch in my side, whatever. But since then, when we were living in Las Vegas, I ran a couple marathons, a couple half marathons. Trust me, did not finish fast. I'm at the back of the pack, making sure everyone's okay. No one's falling in a pothole or anything. But I did it. I completed them. So it's been a while since I've run a marathon, and I've decided that for 2025, I'm going to run a marathon in honor of our friendship. That is my New Year's resolution.
That is amazing. I have seen you post things about being in running races.
Yeah.
And I scroll quickly past it because I get like the shakes and
traumatic memories of our first encounter.
You're not going to run a marathon?
No.
DJ.
No, I do like my spinning bike, and that's what I do.
Yes.
I do try to stay fit, and I am good at that. Biking to nowhere, buddies. That's what I like to do. Biking to nowhere.
I like the
Running
rower.
outside.
I'm more of a rower.
The rower I did for a while, but man, that is a workout.
Yes, it is.
It is. So do you need me to like come there and move slowly so somebody yells at you and You can pass me up and bitch at me for not picking up the pace.
You are welcome to come and attend. I'm hoping to sign up for the Erie Marathon because that's in September and it's one of the flattest races in the country, which that's what I need. It's what I'm used to.
Man, that'd be the one I'd be looking for.
Exactly. So
nobody can accuse you of being stupid.
Right. So we'll see if I can get entered into that. And if that doesn't work out, I'll have to find another one. But yes, that is my New Year's resolution this year, is in honor of our podcast, in honor of our friendship. I thought that would be fun. And since obviously I didn't torture myself enough during the holidays by my lack of decorating, I'm going to torture myself all year by training for this marathon.
Well, you're making it up minute by minute, step by step to me.
I have to repair this friendship here.
You gotta suffer. And that this is big suffering here.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to make a resolution then that I'm going to support your resolution.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's my first New Year's resolution. Support Kerry in her resolution, because that's what friendship is all about.
There we go.
So, well, I appreciate that. Yeah. I am very touched by that, and I thank you.
We'll see how
I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to be able to do something to honor our friendship. Give me a time. I'll come back to everybody later.
Okay. Well, you got all years. You got all years. So.
All right.
So how was your Thanksgiving? Ugh.
Well, that was
New Year's growing up. Did you do anything special?
No, just like my vacation life and everything else. Nothing special.
Did you have any special food? Because although we didn't have special food on Christmas Eve, and we had the same Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter dinner, we did have one special food on New Year's Day.
I wonder if it's the same.
I'm sure it is.
Sauerkraut
and kielbasa.
Yeah, and maybe throw some pork in there too. Short ribs.
All I can tell you is bleh.
Oh my God, you don't like? I still love, and I'm the only one that eats it. And I'll make a whole big crock pot full of it. Bleh. And then I'm the one eating it for a week. I mean, well, as long as you can eat it before it's just awful. But I love sauerkraut is so wonderful. It's of the earth. If anything, it's like that's the one thing I'm close to the earth with is that food, sauerkraut. Don't rinse it. People used to rinse it, and it's sour. You put the brown sugar in there, the greasy kielbasa. You're gonna get heartburn from that, and it's
your spirit food, is what you're saying. Sauerkraut is your spirit food instead of your spirit animal.
It's so wonderful, and it makes the house smell so
and
delightful.
That's the point. That is what I cannot stand. I don't like when I have to smell food for 12, 24 hours or whatever and then eat it. Like, ugh. So if I don't necessarily mind eating sauerkraut and kielbasa if I don't have to smell it for the day before. So if I went to a restaurant, I might order it there. Or if I go to somebody's house and they're serving it, I might have it because I haven't had to smell it for all day while it's cooking. But just the thought of waking up on New Year's morning and the smell of the house is just penetrated with that sauerkraut and kielbasa smell. Blech.
But you just brought up a good point. I never thought of it until just now.
What's that?
I don't remember ever seeing sauerkraut on a menu at any restaurant I've ever gone to in my life.
The closest you'll probably find is a Reuben sandwich.
Well, yeah, but they call it cabbage, don't they? Or do they actually say so? I guess they do.
They do, yeah.
They do call it sauerkraut.
And maybe I feel like some of the Amish restaurants around here, you'll find it. Or maybe in the area.
Germany, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Fräulein wants some sauerkraut. I'm on board with you.
Yeah, no, not a fan.
I shovel it in my husband's face because he has to have at least one spoonful. Don't ask me why. My years have not been better or worse for luck. It.
Sauerkraut, you made me eat. No luck.
I know. I'm sorry. I keep trying. He won't eat it. He doesn't like it. No, I believe his family probably had it too. He just avoided it.
Did you put hot dogs in yours?
What? Wait a minute. Are you going to a ball game or what are you doing? Celebrating New Year's?
Poor family here. Remember, poor family. We grew up. So we had sauerkraut and kielbasa, but it also had hot dogs in it.
Filler. In the closest meaning of the word. Hot dogs are full of filler and you filled up your sauerkraut.
So my mom would buy like one of those links of the kielbasa, but there was more hot dog in it than or kielbasa, probably because it was cheaper. But yeah, so I can't do it.
I'm not saying it would be horrible, but Yeah, no, that almost seems like a crime has been committed when you're not having hot dogs for baseball or something. But hey, anybody else out there putting hot dogs in your sauerkraut? I'm going to tell you, I don't know how I feel about that. But you guys be you. You do you and we'll do us.
You'll marinate on that for a week. And next week's episodes, we might be coming back to that. Chrissy might have more thoughts. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, because they hit me later. I'm not real quick. The other food I do equate with New Year's, only because I had to eat it as a child, because I was usually babysat on New Year's. Everybody was older and had places to go and people to see. And pizza rolls.
Really?
Yeah. They're awful. But you got excited sticking those bad boys in the oven and then burning your face off because you bit into it and it was scalding hot inside. But
pizza rolls are a staple and one of our staples in our house.
You like them? Or purposely you have them in your house?
Yes, yeah. My son and my husband definitely like them a lot. But I mean, I'll partake in them. I don't think they're horrible, but I mean, yeah. So that we kind of like our pizza rolls. Yeah. But we never had them on any holiday. Well, like that was definitely something later in life. That was never something we had growing up.
The lady who had to watch me, I guess she had to watch me. I don't know. She's a very nice lady.
Did she come to your house or did you have to go to her house?
I went to her house because actually her name was Millie. She was my brother-in-law who was married to my oldest sister, his mother. And what's funny about that is that my sister did marry the boy next door. They live next door to us.
Oh, okay.
So when I was real little, that was convenient to just take me over there. And she watched me for New Year's and we would have pizza rolls and watch that horrible show.
Which one?
The only one there is. I'm trying to think, is there any New Year's? There's just that horrible. Again, here comes Rudolph.
Oh, gosh.
Here he comes. Gotta be a shithead through another holiday. Rudolph, Shiny New Year.
Oh, my gosh.
So... But yeah, we can double back to that. But as far as doing stuff on New Year's or family things, do you have?
No, we really didn't do too much. No, we would have everybody over, or like maybe they spent the night if we had, a New Year's Eve party or whatever. Our family plays a lot of cards. So we would play cards a lot. And then, so New Year's Day was usually playing cards and having the sauerkraut and kielbasa. That was usually pretty much it. But later in life, when I moved out to Las Vegas, I did the whole like going out onto the strip of Las Vegas on New Year's Eve. And that would be the equivalent of the New York Dick Clark kind of ball drop thing. And that was a one and done. Glad I did it once, but probably never going to do that again. That was way too many people. That'd be like it's how I felt that day on New Year's Eve with all those people and being crowded on that strip in Las Vegas was how I imagined being on a cruise ship. So yeah, I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah, it sounds terrifying.
It was terrifying. Yeah, it was terrifying.
Who are these people out there in New York? Do they bust those people? I mean, where do they come? They're just there. Some people I think would probably actually go there on purpose.
That's their vacation. They're going there. I don't think.
Those people are all pissing all over the street.
They are.
And
yes, they are.
I mean, I'm sorry. You're there. I see you on the TV. Congrats.
Yeah.
You're wearing crazy hats and weird glasses with numbers on them. And
at least when I did it in Las Vegas, I mean, yeah, it gets cold in Vegas. I mean, it's not, even though it's in the desert, it's still cold, but you're not freezing your tail off like you would be in New York. I mean, sometimes there it's like snow and ice and negative temperatures and stuff. Like, why would you want to do that? Like, why? I don't get that. Yeah.
But the people who do it,
they're dedicated,
feel very strongly about it and look at us like we are lost souls that we wouldn't have any interest in doing it. And that's fine, because you can say you did it. And I sure as hell can tell you that I can say I never, ever wanted to do that.
Yeah, I did it once just to say, hey, I did it, but yeah, no desire to do it again.
No, and Dick Clark was always such a joy.
Yeah.
I mean, people try to fill that void. It doesn't happen. It's gotta be Dick Clark.
He was classic.
The worst entertainment in the world, though. The worst. Generally, everybody was lip syncing their music, and it was just awful. Awful entertainment. Why are we watching this? I don't remember ever saying I have to watch Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve Ball because Belle Biv DeVoe is coming up, and I can't miss that.
Yeah,
never ever said those words.
Nope.
But going back to Rudolph,
yes,
because I know everybody's waiting for Rudolph. what the hell was up with that show. And people still watch it. I'm sure I have it somewhere here.
You probably
My kids
do.
probably put it in. I try to block it out.
That's one of the few ones. My husband has that whole collection of the Rudolph and Frosty and all that, but I don't think he has the Shiny New Year one.
Not missing anything.
Maybe that'll be his Christmas present.
It's just like really awful. The baby New Year.
Oh, the baby.
I don't know where the hell this concept come from. Okay, fine. Baby New Year. New Year gets...
Baby Jesus, I guess, needed a cousin.
I don't know. You can't move on to the next year without a baby. And this baby was wearing a top hat all the time and just a diaper. I don't know what the hell look that is. Chippendales. I don't know what was going on there. And this hideous bird. What's the bird's name? Eon. Thank you, DJ Nick. Wants to get rid of Baby New Year. What I don't understand is why the bird was going to drop dead if he didn't stop the New Year. His time was up at the end. That's what I'm trying to remember this show now. It was horrible. The only thing I can tell you for sure, people, is it is horrible that when that kid took his hat off and those ears came out. Those ears! Nick, do it.
Those ears!
Yeah. And that's how the bird was worried about dying. Because if the New Year came, he was dead anyhow. He flipping fell off the mountain and died anyhow because the ear... Is that how he died? I can't remember. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. People write in and tell me how this damn thing...
What is up with all these things dying in these things? We have, the tragic death of Frosty melting and terror for the little Karen.
Yeah, that was horrible.
So...
because it's just... It just is. We have to be taught, especially our generation had to be taught at an early age that it's going to happen, I guess. I don't know. It's horrifying, Yeah. These things, maybe we thought too much in it. I'm sure, I hate ruining it for you people out there, but I'm sure there are people out there that are just like, Chrissy, we just sat and watched this stuff.
It's lovely.
We love the music. We loved the story. We loved Rudolph and Frosty, and we got the plushies and the blankets, and we sit by the tree and enjoy hot chocolate, drink it out of a Frosty or Rudolph mug, and that's all fine and well. But I was sitting there thinking, shit's going down, people. This is not good. But you could sit there with that smile on your face. But I'm reading between the lines here, and they're prepping us for something awful.
The year to come. That's right.
And so, yeah, very, very...
Did you ever get to go to any, New Year's parties or anything, as you got older when you didn't have to be watched by Millie?
Yeah, finally they got me to get dolled up. I only remember one. I don't even know that you and I have ever gone to. We've gone to friends' houses.
Yes.
And we've had people for New Year's. Not often, but once in a while. And that's all well and good. And I think a majority of people probably do that.
Yeah.
But one year I do remember we got tickets to go to one of the halls, social halls in our area for New Year's. And provided you with, your drinks,
the food,
and the
right.
food,
Yes.
and you had dancing.
Yes.
I was still below underage. It was when I was in high school.
I was just going to say middle school, high school.
Yeah, I think it was 15, I think.
Okay.
In fact, no, my memory. I can tell you exactly what it was. December 31st, 1987. Why am I pretending I didn't know exactly when this nightmare happened?
So this is right about when we met.
Yes.
Okay.
It would have been my sophomore year.
Yeah. We must not have been buddies yet because I didn't get a ticket to go with you that night.
Well, I think we were friends because that was right after we went to that dance.
Oh, yeah.
Together.
Okay. So maybe I wasn't allowed to go with you. Anyway, so tell us about this party. What was so great?
Believe me, I probably knew it was going to be a nightmare from the moment it was scheduled.
You were saying
it wasn't going to, but just the hostility of my father. I'm betting he might have been mad that he had to do this because he was a Freemason.
Yes.
And they might have been having some sort of gathering.
Oh, they were having their own thing.
Well, I don't know that they actually had for Freemasons like a New Year's thing, but he had his friends in that organization. And he enjoyed doing things with them very much. And somebody might have been having a get-together.
Right.
But somehow either he thought it was a good idea to do this and then second-guessed himself, or somebody made him feel
Your
like
mom
he should do
trumped
this.
him and said, no,
Yeah.
you're going to do this.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to do the family thing.
Right.
So
I want to go dancing New Year's Eve. You're coming.
Well,
Pulled the mom card.
might have.
Wife card.
Something, but
Yes.
big mistake, because then my father just harbors hostility through the whole thing, and it's just a build-up to when he's going to explode, and eventually he did. You know, if he complained about food, alcohol, both, it turned into a big shit show, and I just remember I was miserable. And I think I left with my one sister, and she snuck me into a bar.
So you left that, and then you went to a bar with your sister?
And her husband
And her
at the
husband.
time. And
Jeez, oh, Pete.
it was a neighborhood dive. I could probably even name it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah,
'cause
please don't.
I don't want to, and it's not there anymore anyhow.
Oh,
but
okay.
It was just a neighborhood dive bar. And
Yeah, I only went to one. Oh, well, my husband and I, when we first moved back here to Ohio back in 2013, we were friends with a couple, and they wanted to go to those places, like you said, rent a hall and everything. So we went to a couple of them, but my husband doesn't like to dance. So he will sit and watch me dance and everyone else dance, but he doesn't want to get up and dance. So, you know, it was nice for the food and the camaraderie. And again, it was nice to check it off that bucket list and say we've done that. But yeah, no, not my thing. New Year's Eve, usually in bed by about 9.
Smart.
Yes.
That's the smart thing to do. And I do talk to a lot of people with New Year's. They would prefer just to be asleep
Yeah.
when it happens. And let me tell you, New Year's is, in my opinion, again, here comes my opinion, the most depressing day of the year.
Oh,
It's not your birthday.
It's
Forget that birthday thing. Everybody gets, I'm getting a year older. I'm so depressed. I can't believe it. Oh, my God.
yeah.
New Year's, that clock ticks over.
Really?
It is like the countdown to death. Again, here with the death. I'm here to ruin every holiday for everyone out there.
Oh,
But it is, you count down.
yeah.
Now you're in another year. What's
Yeah.
going to happen this year? Am I going to drop dead this year? I don't know. What the hell? It's a whole new year. I'm terrified. It's awful.
There's no hope of, this is going to be the year that we do something great or fabulous or whatever. No, it's all death and damnation.
Yes. Do you have thoughts like that?
Yes. Not of death and damnation.
No, you're on the other end.
Yes.
You're like, this is going to be my year.
It is.
Things are
Because
going to happen.
Usually the year before was so shitty. It's like next year has to be better. This year,
But
this
see,
is
the
gonna
year
be the
before
year.
that, you were sitting on New Year's Eve that year before saying this is going to be, and now you just told me the year was shitty.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
You might as well just prepare yourself. You're lying. Look, I want everybody to have fantastic upcoming years.
Yeah.
I want to have a fantastic upcoming year. Already, I'm on track to have a fantastic upcoming year because I am with my friend. And I'm hopefully I'm entertaining all of you out there. And
So see, there it is. There's your ray of light.
so maybe
Yay, I've rubbed off on you.
2025 is gonna be that one year where I can maybe sit there for a second and say, huh? Nah.
Oh, Chrissy.
But I love the fact that you guys have gone out, you partied hard, you had a great time, you wore the crazy hats and blew all the confetti all over the place. Somebody's gonna clean that shit up. I mean, you know.
Here's my biggest beef, I think, with New Year's. It's the people shooting the guns. Now, see, when we were in Las Vegas, we experienced this a little bit more than here back east. But in Las Vegas, this is like this phenomenon, these holidays, especially on New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, let's everybody go outside and shoot our guns straight up into the air. And, well, I'm sorry, what goes up must come down. Where those bullets coming down at, you know?
Okay, great. Now I'm completely freaked out.
So,
But it's weird you say that because, yes, actually, when I was very little,
yes.
some parent would stay home. Maybe they just weren't going out yet or they didn't make plans that night. But when I was very little, I do remember my father taking me in the stroke of midnight, going out and standing on the porch to hear the chaos.
Oh, okay.
And it was gunfire.
Yeah.
And it was, but Well, if you know where we're from, I mean,
that was right. That could be any night.
It was comforting.
It was comforting. Well,
but now you're telling me stuff's coming down. Jeez,
well, man. What goes up must come down.
It's true.
So I do remember there were a couple years living in Las Vegas and just dread New Year's Eve, or July 4th was another one, because I was so worried about this. And especially the one place that we lived in, I literally slept on the floor because I was afraid of stray bullets coming through the house, because all these people just outside just shooting their guns,
This was in Vegas.
This was in Vegas, yeah.
Wow.
So, houses are closer together, like you're like on top of each other and everything. But I wouldn't go outside on New Year's Eve because to celebrate or whatever, because I'm like, no, there's stray bullets, people. So, yeah. So.
No ordinances against that.
Oh, yeah, there's ordinances, but
nobody's paying attention.
Well, how are you going to enforce that? I mean, like, you got 100,000 people or whatever the population is, but you got all these people shooting. Oh, there's no way they can. I mean, I know here in maybe here in the area that we live in, they have that thing called shots fired. And if you fire a gun, it tells you kind of the exact location and the police respond. But we didn't have that there, but still, yeah, it's a crazy town.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I understand people want to celebrate. Fireworks would achieve the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and they're illegal too, at least out west they were, because of the fire hazard of them. But I would much rather have a firework going off and look at something pretty than hear something go off and then have to worry coming through my house. But yeah. So no, not a big fan of it. So,
well, I mean, I can totally get it. So then you get through the new year.
Yep. And now what do we got to look forward to? What's coming up next for us?
Well, January through March, and my whole thing was just depressing.
Right.
And that's usually when the weather showed up that you wanted to have for Christmas.
Yeah, this is true.
And you're like, but I'm so not interested in this now.
Right. No.
You'd really just rather go into like 60 degree, 70 degree. I guess when you're out west, you kind of are there, but...
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the next 3 months of snow and slush and ice and melt and rain and then, rinse and repeat, same thing over in cold weather. No, not looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. When's the next vacation? I think I got one coming up to get away from all this. I need another one.
I'm sure you do. Let me think. Is there anything coming up on TV I might want to watch? I don't know. That's my whole thing. I'm just waiting for something good to show up on TV.
Yeah, because right now we're in the lull, even on TV shows. Things are on break, so they got to wait till they come back. But
yeah, I'm old school. The season started in, like, with the school.
Yes.
That was seasons to me.
Right.
Now they have seasons for shows. It's so weird.
Well, so the one thing I best get going then is I need to go start running, because I got that marathon to run. I better go get my ass in shape.
And I guess, I mean, God love you. God love you.
No.
The running. I know some other people, family, and some friends who also post. They are very involved with the running and marathons, and they all look very happy. They're like happy.
I know.
Smiling.
It's one of those things that when you finish, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to do this again. But then at the same time, you're so elated and happy. And the next morning you find yourself back on trying to find something else to sign up for. But whatever.
Wow.
So, but this year I have a little different motivation. So,
well, I appreciate that. That is lovely. And I am your number one fan. I need a shirt with your name on it. And I'll wear a sandwich board.
I'll wear a sandwich board. I'll wear a Dysfunction Junkies shirt when I run.
That's the best one to wear.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, Junkies. Well, Happy New Year. Please make sure to check out our Facebook page and maybe give us what your New Year's resolutions are. Do you look at the new year as something to look forward to for great things to come? Are you about gloom and despair? So are you a Chrissy or are you a Kerry?
That's right. That's a perfect way to put it. And I like the fact that I am part of the gloom and despair group. I would rep that all the way.
Well, you're wearing a black t-shirt right now, so you're good to go.
I am, yeah. So, yeah. And one thing we are looking forward to is 2025 and our junkies and growing our family and keeping our family laughing.
Yes.
And keeping you in your safe place.
Yes, absolutely. All right, junkies. We'll see you next week. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Duck and cover.